Hey everybody, I hope that you're having a good day today. When you see this, it's not Friday, it's Saturday, because I tried to film a video yesterday on Thursday, but the entire video turned out blurry and out of focus. I filmed for 25 minutes and it did not turn out great. So yeah, I wasted 25 minutes of my day yesterday, or on Thursday. Today I will try to do a get ready with me Christmas edition where I put on my makeup. That's why I'm sitting here looking like a ghost. And at the same time, I will talk about some Christmassy things with you. You will see, okay? I just want to make a point that I'm not a makeup artist. I might put some makeup on wrong that you shouldn't. So yeah, the first thing I will do is put on my CC cream from Sleek. You can see it here. Yeah, I forgot my primer home in the UK, so I will just put it on directly. And I was thinking about starting to talk about my Christmas here in Sweden, because I have a very stressful Christmas this year. I usually have a stressful Christmas because I have divorced parents and has had since I was 6 years old, I think. Yeah, so I always celebrate Christmas at least 2 times every year. But this year we're going to celebrate at many more places. So we will start off Christmas this Sunday at my grandfather's house on my dad's side. No, sorry, my uncle's house. We will celebrate at my uncle's house with my dad's side, where we will do something called the Christmas gift game, or julklappsleken in Swedish. Makes more sense. I don't know if you do this anywhere else in the world, but it's a very common thing to do in Sweden. It's usually a game where everyone that wants to participate buys a present for, we put a limit to 50 crowns, which is approximately £4, I think, per person and per present. And then you wrap it. And then when you start the game, no one knows what's in your present and you don't know what's in... I just removed my CC cream from my nose. And no one knows what's in the other presents. So you will do this game blindfolded, kind of. So yeah, first of all, you take a dice, and every time you hit a 1 or a 6, you get to pick a present from the pile of presents. And then when all the presents are gone, you start the real game, which is you put a timer on a time that no one knows. It could be half an hour, it could be 10 minutes. And then the real game starts. So you take your dice again, and every time you hit a 1 or 6, you get to take a present from another player. And that's the game. It's horrible. It's like the Grinch, you take presents from little children. So yeah, and that's how I'm going to start off my Christmas celebrations this year. And then, on the 23rd, I will be going home to my boyfriend's parents' house to celebrate Christmas with his family and his brother. Just a small Christmas. And then, on Christmas Eve, we will be celebrating at my grandmother's house with my mother and my family. So yeah, we will be there for lunch and just like eat some Christmas dinner and give each other presents on the afternoon, not on the evening. On the evening, I just think that we will be home, me, my mother, and my brother, and maybe my stepfather. I don't know yet. So yeah, that will be my Christmas Eve. And then we don't really celebrate Christmas on Christmas Day here in Sweden. We do it on Christmas Eve instead. So on Christmas Day I will be doing nothing, and on the day after that nothing either. And then on the 27th we will go home to my dad's house and eat a Danish dish called flæskesteg. Not sure if anyone of you know what it is. I think it's a pork shoulder, which you cook in the oven, and then you have like gravy and potatoes and etc. with it. So yeah, that will be nice. Then we will meet the family again. So yeah, it will be many Christmases for me this year. And yeah, since I have divorced parents, this usually happens every year that I celebrate in many different places. But this year is very special because we're celebrating like way more times than we usually do. Now I'm just going to use a powder from Max Factor just to set that CC cream a bit. I know that the Swedes celebrate Christmas a bit different compared to how you do it in the US and the UK, example. We do not have like stockings in the same amount as you do in the UK and the US. We give all our presents on Christmas Eve most often, and sometimes we give presents on Advent as well. We have every Sunday, four Sundays before Christmas Eve, we have Advent, 1st of Advent, 2nd of Advent, 3rd of Advent, and 4th of Advent. Some families give presents on those days, but we don't anymore. We did when I was little, but not anymore. And I also know that on Christmas Day is much bigger in the UK and the US than it is in Sweden, since we're doing everything on Christmas Eve instead. So yeah. Oh, forgot to tell you, I'm using a L'Oreal like bronzing and highlight palette. And I've tried to stop buying products that test on animals, but this one I bought before I decided that, so it's pretty new. But in the future I will try not to buy products that are tested on animals, because I'm not very supportive of testing things on animals for just beauty or anything like that. Medicines and etc. I'm on both opinions in that, because in some amount I think that you should test on animals, but at the same time, if you can avoid it, then I should think that you shouldn't test on animals. So I'm a bit not sure what I think there. But yeah, cosmetics and fur and etc. I think it's totally unnecessary to test on animals. Definitely. Yeah. So yeah, now I will just use the highlighting part of this palette to put on my cheekbones. I am losing my voice today. And yeah, I am very thirsty, so I decided to take a julmust, but my boyfriend decided to put the microphone on the julmust, so I can't drink it, so I'm just sitting here looking at it, can't drink it. So sad. I've been home for almost a week now, like half a week, and it's been so weird meeting everyone at home, especially like my best friend and family, etc. It feels like time has stood still here, but at the same time everything has changed, so it's pretty weird. Now I'm just filling my eyebrows, and yes, I'm using an eyeshadow palette for doing my brows, but I don't have an eyebrow kit, okay? Just don't judge me on this one. I just found my pencil, there we go. And I'm going to look down a bit because I can't do this at a distance, so yeah. There we go. So yeah, since I'm just going to be home today, maybe do a small photo session. I'm not going to do like full eyeshadow and eyeliner and that stuff, but I'm just going to use a tiny bit of eyeshadow from my Sleek palette, what's it called? Oh god, iDivine Vintage Romance palette. Which I got from my mother when she was visiting in London. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I think I showed you guys on the blog, but yeah, this is what it looks like. It's beautiful. So I will just use a tiny bit of this shade that's called Propose in Prague, I think. Yeah, that one over there. That one. I can't. That one. What else is there to talk about? I got some pretty big news yesterday. Actually, I got pretty happy, but I can't tell you about it yet because I have not done all the paperwork for it. But there will be some really big changes on the blog and in the future. And yeah, it will have an effect on all of you who reads my blog, and me too, actually. I'm going to have to move my entire blog. But I'm happy, so yeah, it's going to be worth all the work. But yeah, it will take some time, just have some patience with me. I will tell you when the time is right, but yes, right now I do not think it's the right time to tell you and tell everyone. So yeah, I will tell you, but not right now. My eyeshadow is not cooperating today. Ow. I poked my eye. Now I'm just going to use a tiny bit of the like silvery shade over here. It's called Pretty in Paris. Just on the inside of my eye. Here we go. Not a lot, just a tiny bit. I forgot to use concealer. I forgot it yesterday as well, so I did my entire makeup and I forgot to put on concealer. Not good, not good. What else? Oh yeah, when I got home, I told you in the last video that I thought that my mother had put up our Christmas tree, but she hasn't. Because she had waited for me to come home so we can do it together, which I thought was very cute of her. So this weekend, I think, we will go get a tree and decorate it and all that. So yeah, you will probably see some results of that. I will try and convince my mother if we can do a video of it, but I do not think that she will agree to that. So yeah, we will see. Mom, if you're watching this, is it okay if I film while we decorate the Christmas tree? And also, she has waited to do all of the Christmas treats, so we will probably find some recipes this weekend and make them throughout the week. And yeah, we will also do some saffron buns and gingerbreads, and we will try to make our own gingerbread house. I have never done one before. I'm not sure if my mother have, but I haven't, so we'll see how that goes. I feel like I'm not very interesting today, am I? I'm just rambling. I can't do this while talking, sorry. I read an article that this year the Swedes are going to spend approximately 24 millions or billions of crowns on Christmas presents this year, just this year. I think that's ridiculous. There's a lot of money, and we complain that we don't have money to give to charity, and we don't have money to do this and do that for other people, but we have that kind of money to spend on Christmas presents, which I think is ridiculous. Because we have a lot of refugees that come to Sweden from Syria, for example, but it's a very huge discussion right now whether we should take them in or not, and that we can't afford it, and etc. Blah blah blah. I think it's a ridiculous discussion. I'm not going to get very involved in it, but I think it's a ridiculous discussion to have and to say that we can't afford. I think it's ridiculous. Sorry. But or anything else, like we have a lot of like homeless people and people who don't have a lot of money on Christmas and we can't give to others because we're too self-obsessed, and I think that's horrible. So if you feel hit by this, please consider like donating a Christmas present or some money to an organization who helps either the homeless or the less fortunate in our society, because it will make a child or an adult very happy this Christmas to receive something which they would never receive in other cases or other years. I know that they have a lot of organizations in Stockholm, for example, and also Gothenburg have a huge organization this year that gives Christmas presents to the homeless or the less fortunate. I'm so sorry, everybody. My camera decided not to cooperate with me today, so you missed like 2 minutes of me finishing the look. But yeah, this is what it looked like, and I'm not going to do any more about it because I'm just going to do a small photo session with it. So yeah. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and as I said before this abrupt ending, give to the less fortunate this Christmas, because there are a lot of people that don't get everything that you get. So consider doing it, consider donating money, consider donating presents, and take care of your loved ones, because you never know when you lose them. Okay, take care everybody and have a good weekend. Love you. I take way too long with this today. I did.